Hello, good evening, everybody. First, before we dive more into today's topic, I asked I asked the computer, the artificial intelligence, about the negativities attached to Nigerians, and I was shocked to learn that even the robots, the AIs, knew the truth about the whole thing. It said it is the social media amplification. Online platforms magnify negative narratives about Nigeria. They also said that it is very vital to note that these perceptions do not define Nigeria's diverse people, the cultures and the experiences. That effort to promote accurate understanding and challenge the stereotype are essential. Let me be honest with you guys. Only a hater will magnify your negative situation. Only a hater will amplify negative situations about you. Sometimes they will even just make up stories. Also, the media, the international media, most times focuses on negativities about Africa in general, and in particular Nigeria, because they feel that the country is a threat to them. Oh, you should not go to Nigeria. Starting from 1960s, that's when this whole brouhaha started. So brothers and sisters, if you think that is just a new thing, no. The agenda, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is terrible, Nigeria is the most corrupt, started a long time ago.
Have you ever wondered why American and European countries often discourage to talk to Nigeria?
This is an important question that I get asked a lot, but I really want to challenge how we think about safety in Nigeria, because whenever I go to Nigeria, I am personally shocked by the amount of visible foreigners that live there, owning Nigerian resources and living their best lives without a worry in the world, because they know exactly what I'm talking about too.
Where meet Karen, an American-French woman who briefly discovered an unexpected secret about Nigeria that you might not know.
And even if I tell you, people just need to come here. There are so many opportunities here. And mostly in Lagos, they are developing a lot. The city is taking a new turn.
Not only did she defy families and countries wanting to explore the so-called dangerous country.
Nobody wanted me to come here. And not only my family, they were against it. My governments are against it.
Also, she discovered one thing every human being wants to be alive. If you ask me what that may be, my answer will be, let us find out in this video. Could this be the start of a new narrative from Nigeria?
You want to know a country? You want to invest in a country? Mix yourself with the population. Because if you don't learn how a Nigerian think, how can you understand the country? But I don't know, here, I feel so relieved. Like, so cool. This vibe is so chill.
Let me even ask you, is America not corrupt? Is Europe not corrupt? The Western world, they are the most corrupt. If you look at it properly, they are the most corrupt. Let us start from the time of colonialism. Every country is corrupt. Every country is fighting corruption in one way or another. But that does not mean that every Nigerian is corrupt. And that does not mean that you are better than any Nigerian any day, any time. So they've sown that seed. They've planted that negative narrative. And they are using hoodlums in Africa to perpetuate it, including my own citizens.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze, in the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing, let the rhythm collide. I'm the king of this groove with the catchy hook. Got the ladies moving and the fellas shook. Just down the boulevard with the top down low. Music blasting loud, feeling the flow. Neon lights flicker in the night's embrace. Lost.
When you hear Nigeria, what comes to your mind? Please let us ask Tiwa Savage.
How would you describe Nigerians as people?
Wow, Nigerians we're hustlers. I feel like we are, I don't even know if there's a word. We're special. We make our mark anywhere. Even if you are a taxi driver, even if you're a school teacher, a doctor, whatever it is, we will be the best at that.
True.
Whatever it is we're doing.
Yeah.
I feel like we just have that grit in us, like to just make it in whatever field we are. So I think we have that quality.
I just love it where something insane has been invented and it will be in like some Czechoslovakia or something. And it's a Nigerian. We are everywhere.
Everywhere.
All over the world.
There's a Nigerian restaurant everywhere.
Oh, period.
When we mention Nigeria, one of the first things that will come into your mind is, the most populous black nation in the continent of Africa. In Nigeria, you will find computer wizards. We have the best comedians in Africa, the best film producers in Africa, and the second best in the world. I'm talking about Nollywood. We have the best musicians in Africa, and also big contenders with America. The home of Afrobeat, the country with the most educated people in Africa and one of the most educated group in the diaspora. The country whose citizens are one of the smartest, if not the smartest in the world. The country with the most cultural diversity in the world. I'm talking about a country whose designers are the best when it comes to clothing, brothers and sisters. Hey. Many people did not even come close. Nigerians and fashion. Have you seen our celebrities? Have you walked on the red carpet with Nigerians before? You will understand fashion. You will understand designing. A modern country from the ancient region of Ethiopia and traded with other dynasties and strangers along the Ethiopians. Talking about the current Atlantic Ocean. The country with the best party organizers in the world. You heard me, yes. Nigerians are a life of a party. That is why there will be envy. People who hate you. You know, why is it always Nigerians? Why must it be Nigerians? Someone asks, can they tell me what do Nigerians eat or drink that make them the way they are?
So many successful people that I know are Nigerian. And I'm talking about, like, whenever I see like a director of such and such company, I look at the surname and I'm like, well, like, that doesn't surprise me. And I'm like, what is it about Nigerians that make them so driven and so successful, no matter where they are, whether they're in the UK, America? Like, it's so amazing to see.
Even God was envied by Angel Lucy, and that was why he orchestrated with the angels in his realm to fight against God. Even Adam was envied by the deceptor snake. Even Abraham was envied by one of the kings. Even Uriah was envied by David. Even Abel was envied by Cain. Even Saul envied David. Even Christ was envied by King Herod, even at a tender age. Haman hated the Jews, the people of Mordecai and Esther. All these people out of envy made a strong attempt to annihilate their targets. If they don't make an attempt, it means that the hate isn't deep. So they made their move in varying degrees, aimed at destroying first the reputation with lies or slander, and if possible to destroy. So even up through this day, there are so many out of envy that will propagate anything negative just to ensure that Nigeria is dragged to the gutters with them.
So apparently a lot of African countries have beef with Nigeria, and Nigerians are not even aware of it. Like, we just go on the internet, especially TikTok, and we see some people talking all manner of trash about Nigerians. And in my mind, I'm always like, these people have time. I think this is a sign of joblessness. Like, you just wake up from your sleep and you decide to make a post insulting Nigerians unprovoked, like nobody provoked you. Although they claim that Nigerians provoked them, and like, which Nigerian? Most Nigerians don't have that time. And I ask myself, does it mean that a lot of African countries, their parents sit them down to discuss hateful things about Nigeria? Because I don't get. Our parents hardly sit us down to even talk about all these countries. In fact, a lot of African parents do not even know the names of some of all these African countries, not to talk of hating on them. Like, that's not something an average Nigerian will do. An average Nigerian might be tribalistic, but xenophobic or, hateful towards other African countries. That's not one of the things a Nigerian man or woman has the time to indulge in. Because we are very populated. We have not finished interacting with each and every tribe in Nigeria, not to talk of coming to fight other countries. But honestly, if you really think Nigerians hate you, come to Nigeria and see for yourself. Have one-on-one discussion with an average Nigerian, and you see that they probably don't even know the name of your country, not to talk of hating you. That's the painful truth.
Do not let them. do not keep quiet. Abel saw the signs and kept quiet, and Cain buried him. Uriah saw the signs but kept silent because David was the king, and then David buried him. Mary and Joseph saw the signs and ran with Jesus as instructed and narrowly escaped King Herod. Abraham saw the signs and prayed to God, and God warned the king to stay away from Sarah. David learned about Saul's hatred and plans, and he intensified his strength, his vigilance, and armor. When Mordecai learned of Haman's hatred and plans against the Jews because of his hatred against Mordecai, out of envy, in the book of Esther chapter 4 verses 1, Mordecai tore his clothes and put on sackcloth and ashes and went out into the midst of the city and cried out with a loud and bitter cry. He went as far as the front of the king's gate. The Jews openly went into mourning with fasting and weeping and wailing. Dear Nigerians, do not allow foreigners who hate your country to speak on your behalf. Do not leave the room for them. They will drag and tarnish your image. Do not feel that, oh, it's not my concern now, brothers. It's not my business. It is your business. I don't care, I don't care. Now, waiting land us for these controversial situations. Yes, there are good people everywhere. There are good people in all these nations. I'm going to be honest with you. Except you don't get eye. Okay, if you have eyes, you watch the social media. There are so many people from these countries who are coming out to stand up against their people and to defend Nigerians. Yes, go and visit, go to channels, not just on YouTube. Go around, you will understand what I'm talking about. So yes, there are good people. So if there are good people standing up against their people and defending Nigerians, what about you, a Nigerian? Don't say it is not your business. Now, waiting land us for this problem. If you don't stand up now, let's go to the book of Esther chapter 4 verses 9, where Mordecai told Hatash was one of the king's eunuchs, okay, and Mordecai sent Hatash to explain to Esther, the king's wife, about Haman's plans, with the documents about Haman's plans to annihilate the Jews, to buy the Jews, including Mordecai, and of course Esther will be involved too. And a copy of the document was also given to her as a proof. Esther initially responded that according to the law of the land, that she wasn't meant to go to the king to report or make pleas yet, because it was against the law. Then in verse 13, when Mordecai responded and said, Esther, do not think in your heart that you will escape in the king's palace any more than all the other Jews. For if you remain completely silent, at this time, relief and deliverance will arise for the Jews from another place, but you and your father's house will perish. Now remember that time, that because Haman had already succeeded in convincing the king to destroy the Jews, because of Mordecai, out of envy, he was busy drinking wine with the king. Now, at that point, Esther, knowing what is going to happen, instructed Mordecai to gather all the Jews in the whole land to fast and pray for her, that she and her mates will also do the same, that she will go to the king, which is against the law, quite all right, that if she perish, she perish. Brothers and sisters, do not keep quiet when your country is being discredited. Just like you will not keep quiet when your father's house is being dragged to the gutters. Silence them or twist the matter to favor Nigeria or in good regards to Nigeria. Even if you do not want to tell them that you are a Nigerian. Don't think that because you are in their land, that it doesn't concern you. Oh, maybe it's because you are far away, it does not concern you. The day they will rise against your people, you will be their first target. Also, historical legacies is one of the major factors that initiated tribalism and separatism in this country due to past conflicts that left lasting impacts. Our politicians hijacked tribalism, and that is why we will instigate against one another. Listen to me very carefully. We are in a time of social media. So it is no longer a time whereby you would talk, it will end there. No. Whatever you say in the country gets taken all over the world.
Mohbad is Yoruba. His wife is Yoruba, his mother is Yoruba, his father is Yoruba, Naramal is Yoruba, Sam Larry is Yoruba. Everybody involved in this case is Yoruba. Yet I still see Igbo versus Yoruba in this meet. Go through the comments on my last videos. You will see why tribalism. Well, I'm going to shock you. It is not tribalism. Nigerian problem has never been tribalism. I'll prove it. This guy is Igbo. This one is Yoruba. Are they not working together? Why? Because their political interests align. The problem of this country is political fanatism. And it's a shame because these fanatics don't know that they are being used. Because this Igbo and Yoruba thing that some of you have made your daily hustle. Anytime you see them, Igbo, Yoruba, ask them what they are benefiting personally. Nothing. Because what they are exhibiting is political fanatism and they think it's tribalism. Tribalism is not a bad thing. It just means you want the best for your own tribe. And it doesn't mean you hate other tribes. What happens is these politicians understand that you are fanatics. That is why they pitch you against each other. Tell you that this tribe is your problem, this one is your problem. And you start fighting without knowing that the only person who is benefiting is the politician. Because that's the person you are helping advance their own interests. Let me be honest with you. You don't hate Igbo. You don't hate Yoruba. You don't hate Hausa. What happens is you love your politicians more. And if you want to find out if what I'm saying is the truth, you see that party that you currently support now, switch to the other party. Those people who acted that they hated you will become your best of friends, and then your tribe or your religion will not matter again.
How do we prevent this negative narrative? We need to change it. First, let us educate and get educated about Nigerian histories, about Nigerian cultures and contributions to the world at large. To break these stereotypes, our journalists need to be trained, and also the media representatives should make a conscious effort to portray our nation in a positive light, especially using the positive news. That way, we change negative narratives. That way, negative narratives will be silenced. Let us be constructive in our criticism, our concerns, and grievances. Those who continuously discredit our nation should be made to face the law via legal action. Report them online, report them offline. Even our comedians, yes. They don't follow spoil this country all because they want to create comedy. Our youth should read newspapers and listen to news both offline and online to get informed. How many of you will be able to tune in to NTA or to AIT or to Arise Television or to channels or to TVC or to ABS or to BCA? You will not. It is high time you started. Listen to your local news so that you will understand and know the developments in your states. Instead of you to stay in Nigeria and be listening to somebody from Ghana tell you about Nigeria. You are in Nigeria listening to somebody from South Africa telling you about Nigeria. Listen to news both offline and online to get informed. That way you have a weapon of facts against any propagandist, and you can easily trash their arguments. If not, somebody from America will tell you, oh, do you know that so thing is happening? You will rush on media. Are you serious? But you're in Nigeria. Every Nigerian, both home and abroad, should join hands. Let us stop this. You better stop them before they stop us. They've been doing that for a while now. Enough is enough.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze in the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the